African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoy, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 6th of November, 2023. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. In Kupiansk direction, the Zapad group of forces units supported by aviation and artillery repelled 6 enemy attacks near Timkovka and Zagorokhovka, Kharkov region. The enemy losses were up to 135 servicemen, 2 armored fighting vehicles, and 3 pickup trucks. In Krasny Lyman direction, units of the Center Group of Forces, helicopters, and artillery launched attacks at manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 24th, 47th Mechanized Brigades close to Rozovka and Petrovskoy, Lugansk People's Republic. Up to 100 Ukrainian troops, 4 armored fighting vehicles, 5 motor vehicles, and 1 D-30 howitzer were destroyed. In Donetsk direction, units of the U group of forces supported by aviation and artillery repelled 2 enemy attacks and inflicted fire damage on armed forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware near Kurdiamovka, Andriivka, and Kleshchievka, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy has lost up to 220 Ukrainian personnel, as well as 2 armored fighting vehicles and 3 motor vehicles. In South Donetsk direction, units of the Vostok group of forces, helicopters, and artillery inflicted fire damage on clusters of manpower of Armed Forces of Ukraine's 79th Air Assault and 128th Territorial Defense Brigades near Novomykolovka and Staromaerskoy, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses totaled up to 115 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, as well as 2 motor vehicles. In Zaporizhzhia direction, units of the Russian group of forces supported by aviation and artillery repelled 1 attack of the Armed Forces of Ukraine's 65th Mechanized Brigade near Rabotino, Zaporizhzhia region, and inflicted fire damage on Armed Forces of Ukraine 33rd, 118th Mechanized, 82nd Air Assault Brigades units close to Verbovoy, Zaporizhzhia region. The enemy losses were up to 160 Ukrainian servicemen, 3 motor vehicles, and 1 U.S.-made M777 artillery system. In Kherson direction, 5 enemy attempts to land on the left bank of the Dnieper were thwarted by fire. The enemy has lost up to 130 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded and 3 motor vehicles. 1 U.S.-made M777 artillery system, 1 D-20 howitzer, and 3 D-30 howitzers were hit during the counter-battery warfare. Operational tactical and Army aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, and missile troops and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have engaged Armed Forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware in 117 areas during the day. Russian Air Defense Forces intercepted 2 MLRS projectiles. Moreover, 23 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles were shot down close to Svatovo, Kremenaya, Krivashivka, Lugansk People's Republic, Kurdiamovka, Vasilyevka, Kamenka, Donetsk People's Republic, Tokmak, Energodar, and Pologi, Zaporizhzhia region. In total, 525 airplanes and 254 helicopters, 8,669 unmanned aerial vehicles, 441 air defense missile systems, 13,216 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,182 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 6,995 field artillery guns and mortars, as well as 15,028 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.